Alright guys, many times before I have came out and exposed both sides of the battle being played by the enemy here. They're playing both sides. I recently put out a video here, Obama's 300 will launch an attack on Assad in Syria. Well, that attack has already begun. I've also showed you how they have stolen our Humvees, Apache helicopters. They're driving them around. Stuff they've stolen out of Iraq, they're now in Syria using. I've also showed you how they've trained ISIS in Jordan. It's been funded by Saudi Arabia, Israel, and now the illusion completely falling apart, and it's almost like they do not care anymore. Because what has just now happened is while no one's paying attention, while everyone's looking into Iraq, Israel just starts dropping bombs on Assad in Syria. So, they no longer have to chase ISIS across the border when they have Israel, which is part of their team, going directly at them. And this is what's taking place. ISIS is in Syria now, in American trucks, Humvees with American weapons, surrounding these places. They're staying about 50 miles outside. And then guess what? Israel has a long-standing policy that if any rocket comes out of Syria, they pound the regime. Doesn't that sound a little fraudulent? So, do you know what ISIS does? They go down to the border, and whenever they need air support, they fire a rocket at Israel. In return, Israel volleys back huge airstrikes and obliterates everything Assad has that they want gone in the region that's close, that they can get away with. And who's there to take over? ISIS on the ground. Their ground troops, the same guys that just launched a rocket at Israel, are taking over on the ground now. You see, you don't think that Israel isn't that smart? You think they're stupid enough to let these barbaric men take over this whole thing in Syria? Then what are they going to do? They're going to go storming back in Iraq. Well, then what are they going to do? They're going to come to Israel. You don't think Israel doesn't realize this? Of course they do. Of course they do. This is all by design. I'm telling you, if you guys can't see it now, who's on what side here, I don't know what else to say. You don't go trying to topple a regime and just leave it into the hands of barbaric murderers unless you're backing them, especially when they're right at the border, right down the road from you. Why haven't they not gone at Israel yet? Same reason they've never gone at the Vatican. Same reason they never attack Rome. This has been Tapu 7. Eyes open.